Alrighty, says I'm live. Hello everyone. Welcome to another live drive, number 7 this time on a Saturday night. It's probably Saturday night's going to become a regular thing unless I've got other plans. Just before I get started, just about last night's live drive. The picture quality wasn't great. I changed the bitrate to 1000 because that's what YouTube was telling me to do. But then when I watched it back later, I thought that looks like garbage. So I'm actually running it at 3000 bitrate tonight. So when it comes up, should be nice and clear. All right, Jim's with me again. I was with his girlfriend last night. He wasn't around, but he's back with me today. She's off somewhere else. I think she's down at the shopping mall seeing if she can contract COVID, which she'll probably succeed at. Alrighty, let's get into the correct window here. Let's see if we can get our little friend loaded up here. Alrighty, so I'm going to be driving in Assetto Corsa tonight. If I can get this to full screen, here we go. Alright, I believe it's all set up. Let's hit start. I've just got my my trusty phone here in front of me as well. I'm just wanting to check to see that it loads up correctly, that the right window is going to come up. So just loading the VR, loading the race. So this one's going to be at the Nürburg and Nordschleife combined. I'm driving a McLaren. I think we're almost there with the loading. All right, I'm in.
Rico is leading the race.
I'm just going to wait for the delay on the on my phone here, just to check that it is actually loaded up. Hopefully you guys can see it. You could tell me so in the chat, but there's no way I can see it at the moment. Just waiting. Yep, I can see it. We're all good to go. All right, so here we go. This is going to be 10 laps. I've estimated it'll be like the other live drives. 10 laps should take me around an hour and a half to do. I'm at the back of 24 cars. As I said, I'm driving a McLaren. This is in Assetto Corsa. All damage on, everything. Hopefully Jim's going to give me the correct information this evening. Let's do it.
B24, be ready. Go, go, go.
Got away without a power slide. So again, I'm just going to try and take it steady. Got plenty of laps up my sleeve.
Yellow flag, watch out.
I had a bit of a practice run just of 2 laps or something a couple of hours ago. It's pretty hard not to get into a collision. Can you hear me, Jim?
Okay, Gary. Yeah, I can hear you.
You're a good man, Jim. I've told you this before.
Clear left.
Okay, so we've got one guy off the track already.
Cole, behind, is pitting now.
Is he? So because of that guy spinning off, I'm already up into 23rd. Only gained the 1 place so far, but it's early days.
Yellow flag, caution. You're reeling, Tansy, in. The cap's now 0.8.
got another guy off. So I've gained 2 places. I haven't overtaken anyone yet.
Van Offen behind is pitting.
Alright, so off the Nürburgring onto the Nordschleife. I mentioned last night, I think it was on one of the recent videos, it could have been last night, that beep that you hear, that's downshift protection. It's to help the car prevent from fishtailing. You have to be below a certain rev level to be able to change down. Otherwise the car just won't let you do it. You get a beep to saying that your gear change failed.
That's about you, mate.
So yellow flag. There was an incident ahead, I didn't see it.
Flag.
I've got no idea how this race is going to go. Second to 24, long way to go.
The gap to Tanzi in front is now 2.0 seconds.
Well, I'd say it's even less than that now, Jim. Oh, a bit too much power there. Started to get away from me. So nice and steady.
Right. Hold your line clear, right.
Alright, nice little overtake there, I was happy with that. Up into 21st now.
Car left.
Oh.
Clear left.
Oh.
Left side, clear left. Yellow flag, caution.
She's a pretty nice car, this McLaren.
Okay, Gary, don't let this guy distract you. Car left. He's still there. Hold your line.
Oh, he's still there. Oh,
still there. Clear left.
Right through the carousel. when you hit the curbs in this thing, it's got to just back right off. It's not very friendly at all. You saw I probably saw I got into a little bit of fishtailing there. I don't know that it works all the time, but the answer to fishtailing usually is to keep your foot off the accelerator.
The gap to Tift behind is now 1.3 seconds.
Don't try and oversteer, just steer a little. I can't remember which one of these corners that's around here that's called YouTube corner. Named so because of all the crashes that occur on the corner, and they'd end up on YouTube.
Is now in the lead. Okay, Gary, you're reeling. Hardy in. The gap's now 1.2 seconds.
Just around the second small carousel. I've got no idea what it's called. I don't think it's called carousel or anything. The other one is. Just coming up to the big long back straight. Try and get a launch here. Only doing 260 kilometres an hour at the moment, that's all. 270.
Flag, watch out.
Hello, here we go. Got an incident.
A clear left.
So I've broken the 20s, now 19th. Just coming up to the end of the first lap.
This is the last lap of fuel, P19. Hit this lap, in this lap.
And one thing I forgot to do, I always forget something. I didn't fill up with fuel before I started. The fuel's pretty low. So start thinking about this here. That's all right, I'll just drive with one hand and fill up with fuel at the same time. Oh, not fuel. One.
The gap to Tift behind is now 1.8 seconds.
Alright, so that'll be full fuel when I go in. Of course, that was something I should have done earlier, but I didn't. Why didn't you remind me, Jim? You were supposed to remind me of these things. You're my crew chief, buddy. 18th. What's the gap ahead, Jim?
4.9 seconds.
Now that I've taken care of the fuel thing, I can get back to concentrating on the road. I don't have much experience with hitting
Flag, keep your wits about you, mate.
in Assetto Corsa. Hopefully I won't botch it. What's the gap ahead, Jim?
Hardy, 2.4.
Thanks, brother.
Gap is 0.6.
Actually, can't believe I haven't come unstuck yet, but
car right, clear right. Well done, Gary. Nice move, mate.
oh, thanks, Jim. I made some nice moves on your girlfriend last night as well. She didn't tell you about that, I don't think. I'm assuming she didn't. You're on pretty civil terms with me today, so I assume up until now you didn't know anything about it. Oh, well, I was coming in a little hot there, but got onto it.
The guy in front is Fishman.
Fishman, hey?
The gap to Hardy behind is increasing. It's now 2.7 seconds.
That's good news, Jim. I like to hear that. I'm getting further out in front of the guy behind, so it's a good thing. Oh. Deceptive corner, this one.
You reel it, Fishman.
Yeah.
The gap is now 1.3.
You get halfway around that corner and then it tightens. So it can really catch you out. The Nordschleife is about the longest racetrack that there is. Certainly got the most corners. It's something like 26 kilometres long, if I remember.
Right side, yellow flag.
If I remember correctly.
Still there. Right side's clear.
Pretty lucky then.
Have it. Nice one.
I know, I could have gone into the wall so easily then, Jim. Lucky I've got you around to protect me, hey buddy.
Just done an 8:05.
You're kidding. Well, my last one was the starting lap, so one would hope I'd do better than that this lap. So I'm still a fair way back. I'm in 16th. And I've got a pit because I stupidly forgot to fill up. Good thing I'm not an airline pilot, hey? Be a bad hook. Oh. Dangerous corner, that one. Not that there aren't plenty of other dangerous corners on the Nordschleifer. So that one's pretty deceptive as well if you're not used to it. Now, I thought I just caught a glimpse of another guy. What's the gap ahead, Jim?
5.5. The gap to Fishman behind is increasing. It's now 6.7 seconds.
What's the gap ahead, Jim?
4.9 seconds. The gap to Cavey ahead is now 4.9 seconds.
I'm catching up. I wonder if Jim's got his mathematics together today. What's my position, Jim?
P16.
Oh, you're onto it.
Yellow flag, keep your wits about you, mate.
Okay. We'll see how many positions I lose here.
Okay, Gary, the next car is Leitner. Left side, clear left. Watch your speed. Car clear left. Car left, clear left.
Well, I can't see it. Where is it? Did I drive past? Oh no, here we go. Right up the front. Alright. Fuel, here we go. '21st, so yeah, I've lost a few places. I haven't gained much. So I haven't done 3 laps. I'm on just beginning the 3rd lap.
Schull ahead is pitting. Your exit is clear. Watch the white line.
I'm looking for it, Jim. Where is it? Surely I'm clear. Here we go. Oh, I've got plenty of fuel now. What's the gap ahead, Jim?
36 seconds.
Well, we better start making some inroads on that, eh? Inroads, Jim. You know, roads, no pun intended. You're supposed to laugh, Jim. Never mind. What's the gap ahead, Jim?
37 seconds.
So hopefully, if and when I do catch up to these guys, that they're not too spaced apart, I can gain some places quickly. Said 37. What's the gap ahead, Jim?
37 seconds.
Oh, it's not sounding very promising so far. Gained any time at all. Again, I'm trying not to go so fast that I risk coming off, having an accident. I mean, you're always at risk of coming off, I suppose, but what's the gap ahead, Jim?
37 seconds.
Oh, man. It's not what I want to hear. I knew I was in trouble then. Don't hit the fence, don't hit the fence. Oh.
Okay, Gary, you picked up some minor aero damage.
Thanks, Jim. Oh, I didn't hit the fence very hard. I have, haven't I, Jim? Yeah. What's the gap ahead, Jim?
42 seconds.
Wow.
The leader, Gianni, is pitting.
That's pretty surprising, Jim. I've gained time despite the fact that I spun off. What's the gap ahead, Jim?
41 seconds.
Ah, lost time again. What's the gap ahead, Jim?
37 seconds.
Eyes on the road, Gary, eyes on the road. Oh. So with this aero damage, it's just really a question of whether I lose time. If I still gain time, I won't bother pitting in. If I start losing time pretty badly, I guess I have to get into the pit to get it repaired. Alright, coming up to the carousel. What's the gap ahead, Jim?
35 seconds. Take it easy, you've got cold tyres.
I find that pretty hard to believe, Jim. So the image was going a bit juddery there for me for a while. I hope you guys weren't getting that. It's kind of nice and smooth again now. It's pretty off-putting when you're driving if things stutter a bit. What's the gap ahead, Jim?
25 seconds.
I'm catching up. Got plenty of fuel. So the fuel thing might not work out so bad because I was probably going to...
Next car is tipped.
As long as I don't have to stop again. So somewhere along there I was probably going to have to stop at least once for fuel.
Tipped. Ahead is pitting. Alright Gary, there's a car exiting the pits, heads up.
I'm watching out for it, Jim. Don't you worry, I can see him. So I've made it back into 18th. So what's the gap ahead, Jim?
2.7.
Alright, so that guy is the guy in 17th. Again, if I make the top 10 here, I'm happy. Just missed out last night.
You're reeling, Hardy in. The gap is now 1.9.
Going, buddy.
On your right. Still there. Clear right. Good stuff. Keep it coming.
That's what your girlfriend said to me, Jim. That's what she said. She said, good stuff. Keep it coming, Gary. What's the gap ahead, Jim?
26 seconds.
Tell you what, Jim, we might have to get your girlfriend into the spotter one day. What do you think? Jim? You don't like that idea, Jim? I'm not sure if you're gonna have any say in the matter. You might be the crew chief, but you know, if I do a racing car driver hissy fit and demand that she's part of it, she's probably going to end up being part of it. What do you think, Jim? What about if we just get her into the mechanic shop for a while? She can lube my drive shaft for me, and in turn I'll weld her muffler. Jim? You're quiet, Jim. You're not talking to me about it, Jim. Oh.
Gap to Hardy behind is increasing. It's now 9.5.
What's the gap ahead, Jim?
Gianni is pitting. 23 seconds.
Wasn't it 23 seconds before? I think I'm gaining.
Damiani is now leading. Place.
Yeah, a long way to go to make it into the top 10, Jim.
We're seeing minor wear all around.
Well, that's only minor wear, Jim. Don't you worry about it. What's the gap ahead, Jim?
22 seconds.
I can't remember how long it took me to originally learn the Nordschleifer, but I know it was a few days. You know, I'd drive for a couple of hours, and it's probably the better part of a week before I could say, right, I really know this track. 26 kilometres odd of pretty, you know, lots and lots of turns. Are all different. What's the gap ahead, Jim?
18 seconds.
That's what I want to hear. I was afraid you'd say 25 seconds, but 18 sounds all right. It's usually at around 6 or 7 seconds that you actually catch sight of them. Depends where you are, of course, but what's the gap ahead, Jim?
17 seconds.
Up to the carousel. Time number 4. Only 6 to go. Pretty bumpy ride around the carousel, actually. And you see it's got that different road surface on it to make it a bit grippier, but it's not smooth all the way around. You know, it's float around, it's pretty bumpy. anyone watching at the moment that's unfamiliar with the Nordschleifer, obviously, you can see it's got a lot of stuff painted on the road. I can't remember exactly when that tradition started, but it is actually a public road, but it's not being used for races. Lots of people, overseas tourists and things, it's their thing to do when they come to the Nordschleifer is paint something on it. What's the gap ahead, Jim?
9.5 seconds.
I might even see them soon. I'll see them when I come onto the straight, I think. That's for sure. There he is, a spot in the distance. Not sure if you guys can see him, but I can.
To Tansy, ahead is now 9.2 seconds.
Yeah, but I haven't gained that many spots, Jim.
Watch out.
For, you know, and I'm nearly, oh, not quite halfway through the race, but oh, don't know who that is, but oh, that was him. So
Tansy in front is pitting. There's a car leaving the pit lane. 16th place.
Made that 15th, Jim. What's the gap ahead, Jim?
1.9.
Okay, so this is the guy in 14th. Oh, I can see the guy in 13th as well.
Car right. Still there. Clear right.
Wasn't expecting to get the overtake there, but
well done, Gary. Great move. Keep
oh,
it up.
Thanks, Jim. Oh, tad long. Well, I'm really hoping that spin I had before is the only one that I have. I'm now at the beginning of lap 5. Not quite halfway through the race, but only one spin.
Gap to Leitner behind is increasing. It's now 1.8.
Topped out third there.
Okay, Gary, you're reeling Fishman in. The gap is 0.8.
So I thought I reeled in Fishman before. Reeled fish. Get it? You made a bit of a funny there yourself, Jim. Probably didn't realise it. Oh. Keep it straight, there we go.
left side. He's still there.
Oh, too dangerous, too dangerous.
Hold your line. Clear left.
Oh,
The stewards have warned us for cutting the track. Keep it between the white lines.
oh, I got some damage now, Jim.
Seen
I
a
said
little
it
bit of
was-
suspension damage.
Yeah, more than that, man. So I should have, I mean, I was in the process of backing out. I said too dangerous, too dangerous. And then he gave me a little bit of a nudge and that was it. Now I've got a fair way to go before I get to the pit. I mean, it's kind of drivable. It's not the best, but that's straight.
Lightner, it's getting closer. The gap's come down to 1.5.
Right, now I'm being chased. Oh, hit him again, didn't I?
Car right. Right side's clear.
So when I come up to the really windy part of the course, this steering problem is going to be hard to deal with. According to placings, I'm up into 13th. Of course, my vision's a bit impaired by the windscreen. That's alright, I'm an impaired vision person anyway. You've got to make jokes about your own disabilities, don't you? Gonna have to,
clear right.
Gonna have to call up the menu to try and
Okay, Gary, the next car is Lightner.
prepare for the pit stop. Oh, Jesus Christ. Probably better to let him get a little bit ahead rather than push it and spin off and he gets a lot ahead.
The gap to Lightner ahead is increasing. It's now 2.4.
Well, I just can't drive as fast as I want to, Jim. That's why he's getting away a little bit, because got some damage, mate, some damage. I hope you guys can see where I'm going because I'm having trouble. fuel right down. I don't need fuel. Yes, yes, yes. Okay, I think we're set.
The gap to Lightner ahead is increasing. It's now 3.2 seconds.
And through all of that, doing all of that stuff, I still managed to stay on the road. I'm pretty proud of myself.
Yellow flag, caution.
I don't know what the pit speed limit is, but I'm going to go with 60.
What's your speed limit in the pits? Alright Gary, should be coming out into clear air. When we exit the pits we should be in P18. That's halfway. We think about 5 laps of fuel remaining.
Okay, repairs, here we go. I just didn't take a bit of fuel myself. There we go. 18:24.
Damiani is leading the race.
So it's not going great, few mishaps. These repairs are taking a while too. Jim seemed to have it worked out that I would be in 18th. He's on the money so far. Good old Jim. All right, almost there.
All clear on pit exit, you can push now.
Can I? Thanks, Jim. I'll take your word for it. Okay, beginning at lap 6, so that's pretty much halfway through the race. Right, let's try and push it along a bit and hope I don't crash. What's the gap ahead, Jim?
55 seconds.
Oh, it's going to be a hard ask. That's one of the dangers of downshift protection on the gearbox. It works for you when it comes to fishtailing, but it can work against you when it comes to trying to stop. What's the gap ahead, Jim?
51 seconds.
Oh, we've taken 4 off so far, 4 seconds. What's the gap ahead, Jim?
47 seconds.
What's the gap ahead, Jim?
44 seconds.
Well, yeah, at least the car really does feel, yeah, like 100%. The mechanics, they did a good job. Bloody good job. I've probably got you to thank for that, Jim. You know, keeping those mechanics in line, being a good crew chief that you are. Let me get with your girlfriend on a regular basis. What's the gap ahead, Jim?
39 seconds.
What's the gap behind, Jim?
6:03.7 seconds.
What's my fastest lap time, Jim?
Your last lap time was at 9:52.5 seconds.
Yeah, well, I actually said what was my fastest, not my last, but you don't seem to hear me properly on that one. What's the gap ahead, Jim?
37 seconds.
Coming up to the carousel again. Oh! Finding it hard to stay on it that time around. What's the gap ahead, Jim?
35 seconds.
Slowly whittling away at it. Coming up with this treacherous corner again. Only because it dips just down before you get to it. So you can be in that spot where you go to put on the brakes and because you're barely touching the ground, nothing happens.
The leader, Damiani, is pitting.
I don't know. I'm hearing all these Italian names, and Assetto Corso is an Italian game. There might be a bit of a conspiracy going on here. What's the gap ahead, Jim?
21 seconds.
Can't be 100% sure with iRacing, but I think it is. But all those bumps and everything that you see me going over there, they're actually real. Assetto Corsa, all these tracks are laser scanned.
18th. The guy in front is Fishman.
Fishman, he's always out in front of me. I'll be reeling him in again soon, I hope. What's the gap ahead, Jim?
13 seconds.
Well, I can see him. Looks like he might have just spun off, actually. Maybe I'm not seeing things rightly, but... What are you doing, man?
On your left. Clear left.
No wonder I caught up to him driving that speed.
Well done, mate. That was great.
What's the gap ahead, Jim?
18 seconds.
Yeah, it was like he was picking up his mum from the shops or something. Speedy was going. All right, please, no more accidents. Now, somewhere along the way there, I picked up an extra place just to pass someone in the pit there before. Jim probably mentioned it.
You're reeling tiffed in the gaps now. 15 seconds.
Jim probably mentioned it and I wasn't even listening. A bit like his girlfriend as well. She doesn't really listen to him that much. What's the gap ahead, Jim?
14 seconds.
Well, we'll see. There may be some glimmer of hope that I'll make the top 10. I've got no idea where the further guys ahead are. Further guys ahead, guys that are further ahead. It's one of the two. What's the gap ahead, Jim?
11 seconds. Your tyres are all looking a bit worn.
Don't tell me that, Jim. You're going to make me pit again, aren't you? What's the gap ahead, Jim?
8.3.
I should catch sight of him soon. You know, I'm going to soldier on these tyres, Jim, because they don't seem so bad. Oh, I think I just caught a glimpse of him. There he goes.
Okay, Gary, you're reeling tipped in. The gap's now 4.1.
Before the corner, before the
Left
corner.
side. He's still there. Clear left.
Oh yeah.
Nice move, mate.
Oh, thanks, Jim. Alrighty. What's the gap ahead, Jim?
22 seconds.
Too far. As I said, top 10 I'm happy.
The gap to tipped behind is increasing. It's now 4.1 seconds.
One of the main reasons I don't really do the qualifying thing and I always start at the back is boring driving is probably is to watch. At least it's a bit more exciting if I'm chasing people. So I enjoy the chasing more than the winning. If I can combine the two, that's excellent, of course. You know, starting in third position and ending up winning, it's not as satisfying as starting in 30th place and ending up in 9th. Depends if I'm doing an AI or against real people. If I'm doing real people, then yeah, I always get into the qualifying and want to be as high up in the order as possible. Even though the games are pretty sophisticated, there's still always just that bit more unpredictability about racing real guys online, that human element. Although iRacing, you'd almost think they're people sometimes, cutting across in front of you and blocking you at certain times. And so coming up to the end of lap 7, 3 to go. What's the gap ahead, Jim?
Cowden ahead is increasing. It's now 12 seconds. 12 seconds. Blue flag.
Gap increasing ahead. Well, we don't want that.
Alright Gary, the next car is Hardy. Blue flag. Left side, clear left, 13th, 2 to go. That's your fastest lap.
Man, that guy just blitzed past me. Must have taken a big shot of meth. Something. Unless he was the leader. So I'm up into 13th now. What's the gap ahead?
14 seconds.
Ooh. I suppose we'll find out if I do catch another car and get a position. Will the car be yellow? What's the gap ahead, Jim?
13 seconds.
Pretty smooth. What's the gap ahead, Jim?
9.4. Yellow flag. Watch out.
You're just trying to slow me down. Oh, no, you're not. What's the gap ahead, Jim?
0.6.
Okay, so...
Oh, blue flag. Car left. Clear left, car left, clear left.
See, that's my own fault for trying to get past him. Should have just hung back.
The car in front is Tansy.
Have I damaged the car? Here we go. No, it's not too bad. Well, hopefully those guys will stay together and I'll get both of them at the same time. Oh, if I don't.
Okay, Gary, we've gone out of track limits. Keep it between the lines.
Just trying to get back into the rhythm, Jim, just like with your girlfriend the other night and last night. The morning after. What's the gap ahead, Jim?
8.8 seconds.
So they're not too far ahead of me.
Tansy in. The gap is 6.6 seconds.
What's the gap ahead, Jim?
5.1 seconds.
Oh, I'm getting there. I'm getting there. I don't know if I'm going to make this top 10 though. 13. What's my position, Jim?
B13.
Oh, you're all over it, son. Not getting anything past you, Jim. Carousel. I saw your buddy in front of you too, didn't I? No? Just imagining things. Oh. The leader is on final lap. What? He was 2 laps ahead. Joking. Be a bit careful with you this time, mate. I have to pick my moment. Of course, this is going to hold me up.
Car right. Clear right.
Oh yeah. What's the gap ahead, Jim?
21 seconds.
Oh, man. Got a pretty big stall there in the game. I'm not sure again if you guys got that, but it certainly froze there for a second for me. It's not so bad on the straight, but you certainly don't want that going around some tricky corner.
The gap to Tansy behind is increasing. It's now 7.3.
At some stage when I can afford it, get a graphics card that's twice as powerful as the one I've got. For best price I've seen is about $850. What's the gap ahead, Jim?
17 seconds.
Brought a little bit off it. Now I'm not sure if I'm going to get to finish this, because when the leader crosses the line, a few other cars, I'm not sure it's going to wait for me to do the entire 10 laps. Is 10. I was pretty sure it was set it for 10.
Okay, Gary, the next car is Lightner.
What's the gap ahead, Jim?
18 seconds. One more to go. V12.
Alright, so the 9 must be counting laps done, not... Depends what sim you're playing. Just be counting laps done, not what lap you're on.
The gap to Lightner in front is now 18 seconds.
Which means I'm probably not going to make the top 10. gap ahead, Jim?
17 seconds.
Oh. Let's see if I can get 11th out of this. What's the gap ahead, Jim?
14 seconds.
We might get there, we might get there. What's the gap ahead, Jim?
11 seconds.
What's the gap ahead, Jim?
8.3 seconds.
Well, if I don't mess up, yeah, I'm going to get this guy. Should catch sight of him in a second. I just caught a glimpse of him there going over the crest. There he is.
Okay, Gary, you're reeling lightner in. The gap is
there's
now
two guys.
3.1.
Oh, I might get it yet, I might get 10th. We'll see, we'll see. A tenth of a second, another tenth of a second later on that corner, I would have not made it around. That was... Here before the...
On your right. Still there. Clear right.
What's the gap ahead, Jim?
5, 56.5 seconds.
Eleventh position. Come on, baby, give me 10. Give me top 10. Oh, keep it straight. Oh. Thought I was going for money then. If you can, just keep it straight, keep it straight. If you keep it straight, you'll come out of it. What's the gap ahead, Jim?
6:01.8.
So not too much of the track left to get this 6 seconds off this guy. Oh, should have been third there. What's the gap ahead, Jim?
6:03.7 seconds.
What's the gap ahead, Jim?
6:05.9 seconds.
I'm not going to catch this guy. I'm not going to get top 10. What's the gap ahead, Jim?
6:07.6 seconds.
Oh, getting away from me. What's the gap behind, Jim?
10 seconds.
What's the gap ahead, Jim?
6:07.9 seconds.
Just coming up to the finish line.
P11. Okay, it's over. Well done, mate. Good finish.
All right, back at the pit, we're done. Well, that was pretty cool. I got a little more than halfway through the order, so I would have liked to have made the top 10, and I said through the race I was sort of really going for the top 10. You never win it from the back, unless you're an absolute genius, but I'm not that skilled yet. All right, so just jumping out of here. And as I tend to do, I know comments may have been made quite some time ago, but I still like to go through and just have a quick read and check them out before I end the stream. Got through that, got no idea how many guys were actually watching. And no chat. That seems odd. No, there is chat, I just can't see it for some reason. That's really weird. Yeah, the chat actually didn't show up at all, so I can't read it unless I... No, I can't read it. Oh well, that's how it rolls. Alright guys, hope you enjoyed that one. For me it was heaps of fun. Not quite sure what sim I'll be using next. I've been trying to muck around with getting Race Room to work, but both Race Room and R Factor 2 use Steam VR, which is, I don't know, it's just useless. You just can't get it to work properly or to center in the screen, and then you can't get the display and that to show up in the stream, or if you can. I did get it to sort of work once, but I need something that's like bang, easy, like works first time, and I'm not sitting here frigging around for ages while you guys sort of hang on and wait. That was probably a good thing about this one today. It started up, pretty much straight away. All right, guys, have a good one. Not sure what I'm doing tomorrow, but I seem to be doing these things almost on a daily basis. Might actually even try and make a proper edited video tomorrow. Or I keep saying I've got to do something on my main channel. It's been 2 weeks since I did a video. I should get back into the main channel as well. Thanks for watching, everyone. Take care.